Yo, yes sir, we live and we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I'm your humble host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for Draftkings and FanDuel on this lovely Saturday morning, man. I know y'all trying to sleep in, probably had a long week of work, but when you get up, man, come on, you know what to do. Come on over here, man. Let's get to this money today. Let's try to keep our winning ways going, all right? Before we get into the starting five, y'all know it's the lineup review. Going over yesterday's lineup, our thought process and how we decided to attack the slate. So we gonna get right into that for y'all. But please, if you're just not joining us, man, hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that like button. It goes a long way. It's greatly appreciated, man. Thank y'all for all the love and support out there. And hey, turn your notification bell on, man, so you know when the video drops and you here rocking with us every day. All right. Last night was a okay night. I guess pretty much break even. Got my best lineup pulled up on DraftKings here. It My best lineup yet last night was with the starting five that I posted with Twitter. I just hate it was in this contest. This is the satellite to the 888 Mega Millions special, man. Yes, I'll be playing the satellites and a few qualifiers as well. I'm trying to get to that fantasy basketball world championship. We're gonna get there this year. So y'all stay tuned and watch us shoot for that. But this is my best lineup right here. Put up 321 right here. Well, 322 basically. Y'all know I like to round up. But yeah, so if you caught the starting five yesterday on Twitter, you know I went with Gary Payton II, Cade Cunningham, Andrew Wiggins, Kristaps Porzingis, and DeAndre Ayton. All right. So at the top, man, let's start with it. That Warriors news just opened up the whole slate yesterday, man. It was a free for all. It just brought out so much value. So many value plays, man. There was so many ways you can build. It was definitely a high scoring last night. There's a lot of the chalk plays and value plays did what they were supposed to do. So, right at the top, I said when that Warrior news came out, I said I definitely want to go with whoever the starters were. It was a lot of guys like Bielisa in play, Toscano Anderson, Peyton, Damian Lee, all those cheap guys for the Warriors. I just wanted to go with whoever was starting. So I started at the top with Gary Payton. I liked him in this spot. I know he has a lot of peripherals, rebound, assists, steals, all that. He can fill up the stat sheet for you. And at 3,800, we was anticipating him playing 30-plus minutes. We got him at 37% on in this contest. He gave us 23 fantasy points. Solid effort. But guys like Patty Mills were better plays on the night. But Gary Payton still solid right here at 3,800. Just needed a little more from him. And my shooting guard, I wanted to go Cade Cunningham because to me last night it made no sense, right? Everybody was all on those Warriors plays. Cheap value is where they should be. It was good chalk last night. I couldn't get away from it. I was trying to pivot and see other ways to get it, but it was good chalk last night. But nobody was running back anything from the Detroit side. So I'm like, why? I figured it wasn't gonna be a blowout. The Warriors missing all their stars. So if you like all those value guys and you anticipated being a closer game, it just made sense to me to run it back just in case it end up being a good game, like a double overtime, whatever, a single overtime. If it was just a shootout, whatever the case may be. Since I had interest in all those Warriors guys, I wanted to run it back with somebody from the Pistons. And Cade Cunningham was a natural selection here. 6,400 prices coming up, but he's been performing well over the last couple of games. We got him beautiful ownership right here, right at 13%. He didn't disappoint us, man. Nice performance from Cade Cunningham, 46 DK points over here. All right, small forward. I went Andrew Wiggins. Here's why. One, basically to get different. Two, everybody was going Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, not that I thought Jordan Poole was a bad player or anything, but he was 6,100, so he was close to this price range of Andrew Wiggins. And Wiggins has had monster performances before. and you bring him into this matchup with none of the superstars with so much usage and shots to go around. Nobody was getting the Wiggins. I'm like, this was my pivot, my way to get different from some of the chalk last night by just going Wiggins instead of Jordan Poole. I knew Jordan Poole gonna get all the ownership as well. He should have garnered ownership, but Wiggins was my pivot because I thought he could easily have a blow up spot in this game. He gave us a nice game right here. We got him right at 7%, 39 DK points. Very solid game from Wiggins, but I wouldn't have been surprised if he had to hit 50. If I told you yesterday, if Wiggins dropped 55 yesterday, you wouldn't have been surprised. You'd have been like, yeah, I can see that because all the stars was out. But yet and still, you could see that, but nobody wanted to play him. So I did to get different. Y'all know the motto: chances make champions. He did okay. Poole outperformed him by a few points, but so it ended up kind of being a wash. But hey, you gotta take your chances, and Wiggins was my shot yesterday just to get different in a slate that I knew that was gonna be very chalky. All right, coming to power forward. I told myself, like I just told you, I wanted all the starters from that game. Usually, starting is a good sign of major minutes and closing run. Usually, it's always circumstantial in different instances, but for the most part, when the guy is starting, he usually gonna see both of the minutes and he usually gonna see the closing run. So we wanted to get the Juan Toscano Anderson at the flat minimum, so that a lot of other people, as you can see, got him at 52% on. He gave us 26 DK points, man. Solid effort from him. Pushing 7-8x over there, but nice and solid effort from Juan Toscano Anderson. At my center, went DeAndre Ayton. You saw the video yesterday. You know I was not all in on him, but I was favoring DeAndre Ayton in this matchup against the Dallas Mavericks. Got him at 42% on. He gave us 36 DK points, solid, approaching 6x. Didn't quite get there. Was expecting a bigger game from him. He let us down in the scoring department, man. He dominated on the glass like I thought he would, with Dallas not having a real big down in the contend with him. He had 17 boards, man, but he just gave us 8 real life points. That was the problem, man. If he just give us 15, you know what I mean, he definitely give us a bigger night at this 6,700 price tag, but solid at this 42% on. Guard, man, I just went James Harden. He hasn't had a monster performance this year, and now you get him with no KD. He's literally the only superstar over there. I knew it could be a big game for him, and I just didn't want to miss out on. I knew he was going to be chalky, but another instance of good chalking, in my opinion, in this matchup. So we got to him right here at 11-2. He had came in at 67% ownership in this contest, man. But he dropped a monster 70-point fantasy output for us right here. Nice performance from James Harden. At my other forward, here, just me trying to get different again. Just trying to find me another value piece that I thought was going to be on the lower owned end of the spectrum. And I went to Franz Wagner here. He has been playing very solid the last couple of games. Got him right at 4%. He gave us 31 DK points, man. Solid effort right there from Franz Wagner. All right, and then rounding out, Kristaps Porzingis. You saw the video yesterday. I told you I'm just going to keep playing him, especially with no Luka, especially if as long as he's under 8K. Came in at 35% ownership right here in this contest. Gave us 49 DK points, man. Nice double-double from Kristaps Porzingis on yesterday's slate. There you have it, man. My best lineup with the starting 5 there. Right at 322 fantasy points. Let's go look and see how we did on FanDuel. FanDuel, my best lineup, put up 370. Nice night on FanDuel over here. This is the $2 single entry. We came in 609th place over here. Once again, this is my best lineup with the starting 5 that I posted on Twitter. So if you caught the starting 5 for FanDuel, you know I went with Dennis Schroeder, Jordan Poole, Juan Toscano Anderson, Pascal Siakam, and Jonas Valanciunas. All right, here, coming at the top, Dennis Schroeder, man. I told you I liked that price on him. I thought he was underpriced, slightly underpriced on FanDuel a little bit in this matchup against the Lakers. We got him at 6% on. He gave us 33 FanDuel points. Nice return for him at 5,600 on yesterday's slate. Over here on 5,900 on FanDuel, my bad. But solid return from him right here, especially at 6% ownership. Point guard, same thing, man. Just James Harden. Told you I wanted to get to him. He almost triple-doubled, fell 2 assists shy, but monster performance from him at 58% on. He gave you 69 FanDuel points, all right? Coming in my other shooting guard, Once again, just me. You know how I like to do, man. I always preach it, using the sites against each other, right? So on my core on DraftKings, I had Peyton and Wiggins in the core. On FanDuel, you seen my core had Poole and Juan Toscano Anderson, just giving me pieces of all that Warriors value. But Jordan Poole over here, his price was better on FanDuel, in my opinion, yesterday at 5,600. That's why I definitely wanted to get him over here. Came in at 53% on, gave us 39 FanDuel points. Very solid for him. Went to my boy Will Barton. I liked him yesterday. I loved him once we got the late news that Jokic was out. I thought he could give us a bigger performance here, but he was still very solid at this 6,400 price tag on FanDuel, giving us 33 FanDuel points. Solid effort from him at 22% ownership. Juan Toscano Anderson, just trying to get up some of that Warriors value that I felt like you would need yesterday. 27% on. He gave us 27, right at 28 FanDuel points. Solid effort from Juan Toscano Anderson. Small forward went back to my boy Josh Hart. If you watch the show frequently, you know I like Josh Hart, man. A small forward with a nice rebounding small forward who got double potential every time he hits the court, man. He gives you nice peripheral. He's always in line for stocks. You know what I mean? A few steals here there. I just like Josh Hart, and he came in at a nice price. We got him at 24% on yesterday. Gave us 42 FanDuel points. At my power forward, I went Pascal Siakam. Just knew he could take advantage of this matchup against Sacramento. He's back to his regular workload, big minutes. Got him at 5% on, lovely. 45 FanDuel points over here for Pascal Siakam, man. I thought he would be in line for a nice double-double. Failed 2 rebounds shy. He could have had a slightly bigger performance, but the blowout here against the Kings, no real closing run. He could have gave us a 50-plus burger right here, but nice from him yesterday from Pascal Siakam. At my other power forward, went to Al Horford. Just trying to get another piece of that game, man. Another thing, if you've been watching the video, you know I like picking on that Lakers defense, man. They can't stop a nosebleed. Everybody's worried about the offense. I'm not worried about that. That's going to come along for the Lakers. They got too many skilled players over there, but the defense is what's killing them, what's getting them beat, man. They cannot stop anybody. So I just wanted to get another piece of that Celtics team we did with Al Horford here, especially with no Robert Williams. Know he'd get some center run. Got him at 16% on. He gave us 34 FanDuel points. Solid effort from Al Horford yesterday. And then round out my lineup, man. Jonas Valanciunas, the big fella, going against the Clippers here. I know he in another spot where the Clippers don't have a real big body to throw at Valanciunas. Zubac is down there, but he's not big enough. I felt like Valanciunas could have his way down there. He had a nice double-double for us right here, 26 and 13. We got him at 8% on in this contest. I knew he would be low on because everybody would pay down to all that value you had at center yesterday. So I knew I could get a little leverage on the field right here. And he gave us right at 47 FanDuel points. Solid effort from Jonas Valanciunas. So there you see it. My best lineup on FanDuel, 370. But enough of living in the past. Let's get to this Saturday slate. See what we got cooking for y'all, all right? Coming in on this lovely Saturday morning. At the top at point guard, I want to look at Cole Anthony. Point guard going against Milwaukee. I know it's a perceived tough matchup. It is a little tougher because Drew Holiday is a solid on-ball defender, man. He can make it tough for anybody scoring. But Cole Anthony does a little bit of everything, man. He's a nice assist rate. He's approaching double-digit assists, man. He really distributes the ball and get this Orlando Magic offense going. He can score as well. He has a baby triple-double upside, baby. He had to get lucky to fall into some rebounds, but he definitely has it from the points and assist side of it. But he's a solid rebounder for a point guard, man. I like him at this 7,900 price tag and a pace up matchup right here against these Milwaukee Bucks. All right, coming in at shooting guard, the first value play I want to look at today before any news breaks and it gets crazy like yesterday. I want to look at Desmond Bane here, and he could be probably my favorite value play right now as we speak because Melton is out. We have Dylan Brooks doubtful. I think we can see Bane slide right back into that 30-plus minute role that he had at the beginning of the year. And he's a streaky shooter. He's a solid shooter. He can really get hot and light it up for you and pay off this 4,500 price tag very easily in this matchup against Minnesota. It's going to be a nice fantasy environment right here. This Memphis-Minnesota game tomorrow. And I think Desmond Bane is one of my favorite value plays as the slate sits right now. Coming in at small forward, I want to look at Brandon Ingram going against this Indiana Pacers team, another team who's working their way back, rounding their way back into form, and so is Brandon Ingram. But we saw his minutes. What he had 37 minutes last game, so he should be back to his normal run. I'm a little nervous. I gotta wait for news though because it is the second night of a back to back. I think he played 37, 38 minutes last night, so they could limit his minutes or whatever. He may sit out just depending on how they choose to look at his injury. If they want to just be cautious with him, so they could potentially limit his minutes. We definitely want to keep a ear out for that news. But right now, if he's in line for normal run, normal play, man, give me some Brandon Ingram at 8,300. A guy you know has 50-point plus upside, man, going against these Indiana Pacers. And at my power forward, I want to go with his running mate, Josh Hart. Man, they still refuse to move his price. As you see, guys, y'all know, for my people who trapping, they doing they DK lineups off their phone, how I started before the laptop. You ain't really got no projections, none of that. You just trapping right off the phone, man. You know what I told y'all to use. If his fantasy point average is close to 6x his salary, that's a great starting point for any player. And you can see right here, Josh Hart is averaging 28 DK points, approaching 6x on this 5,100 price tag. But beyond that, he's a solid rebound. Like I said, a double threat every time he steps on the court. I like Josh Hart at this 5,100 price tag. I'm definitely going to love him if they limit Brandon Ingram in any form or fashion, all right? And then coming in at my center spot, man, give me Clint Capella in this matchup. This is the matchup for Clint Capella right here. This is the one. If Clint Capella's going to have his 40, 50-point games. You know what I mean? This is the one right here. This Charlotte Hornets matchup. Now, the Charlotte's on the second night of a back-to-back. But they still a fast-paced team, man. They young over there. I'm not worried about that. They like to run, push the ball. You know, LaMelo likes to get out and get it done. He likes to attack the rim, and this is going to set up perfect for Capella. Capella's a athletic big who likes to run, rebound, dunk, block shots, all of that, man. This is the perfect matchup, perfect game script, so to speak, for Clint Capella. I love him in this matchup, man. Right now, my favorite play on the slate as it sits right now. So there you have it, my starting five for DraftKings. Cole Anthony, Desmond Bain, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and Clint Capella. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there for y'all, all right? Coming in on FanDuel at the top right now, you see it, man. FanDuel, stop it with the comedy, man. This is pure comedy. 8,700 for LaMelo Ball. That gotta be a typo, man. Y'all had to have messed that up. I don't know what's going on, but give me all the LaMelo Ball on FanDuel. At this price tag, I might be 100% Melo on FanDuel tomorrow. Man, look, like I said, I know it's the second night of a back-to-back. He's coming off a big game. I don't care, man. Young legs, you can run all day. Y'all know how it go, fellas, especially when you was at that age. Think about you at 19, 20, man. You can run all day, man. Back-to-back don't mean nothing for this young kid right here. He does everything, fills up the stat sheet for you. Just give me all the LaMelo Ball at 8,700. Just play him. He's going to be high on. He's going to be chalky, but I don't care, man. I'm playing him at 8,700. Get you some LaMelo Ball. Love this play on FanDuel. Coming in at shooting guard, I think I want to go right back to my boy Dennis Schroeder. They actually dropped his price by $100. Another team that's on the second night of a back-to-back. Not really worried about it, man. Schroeder can easily pay off his 5,800 price tag on FanDuel over here. Starting, seeing 30-plus minutes, solid usage. I may pivot a little bit and go somewhere else if Jaylen Brown makes his return tonight. That's going to affect Schroeder's run, so we'll see. But barring any Brown news, I'm gonna love Schroeder over here at this 5,800 price tag. Coming in at small forward, going right back to my boy Tobias Harris, 7,500. I'm just going to keep playing him over here on FanDuel. He is the star of this team with no Embiid and no Simmons over there. He's going to get whatever he wants. He's going to command any usage he wants. Just get to Tobias Harris. And if that shot's falling, you know he's going to keep shooting, man. I like him in this matchup. Going against the Portland Trail Blazers. No real defense over there to worry about. Just get you some Tobias Harris tomorrow. Well, today, I'm sorry. Coming in at my power forward. Well, look at Bobby Portis. 6K. His price doesn't move much, but he's in the starting lineup with Lopez still out. 30-plus minutes. Another guy who's a solid double-double potential every time he steps on the court. I like him at this 6K price tag. They're going to need his size down there to contend with the 2 7-footers they got in Bamba and Wendell Carter Jr., man. I like Bobby Portis in this matchup right here going against the Orlando Magic. And my center, Staying with my boy Clint Capella, $200 cheaper over here. Just told y'all, man, I love this matchup, man. This could be the ceiling type game for Clint Capella, man. I'm gonna have him heavy on FanDuel and heavy on DraftKings. All right, there you have it. My starting five for FanDuel: LaMelo Ball, Dennis Schroeder, Tobias Harris, Bobby Portis, and Clint Capella. Man, get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. Get them in your lineups. You know they're gonna be in mine. That's gonna do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto: chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I see y'all tomorrow. All right, let's go.